Hello there, adventurers. Today we are going to be interviewing Amaya. Amaya, how are you today?
I'm amazing. Thanks, Bessie.
No problem. So, Amaya, I heard through the grapevine that you were homeschooled. Is that true?
Why, yes. Why, yes, Bessie. It was amazing.
Really? What made it so amazing?
Well, mostly the fact that, I didn't have to go away from my mom or my dad, like I'm a regular school kid, because since they homeschooled me, I could learn and have fun.
Oh, really? Well, can you tell our viewers how long you were homeschooled for?
I was homeschooled for 6 years.
Wow, 6 years. That's a really long time. So, after those 6 years, what happened? Why weren't you homeschooled?
Well, my mom got a job, and she decided to enroll me in public school. So yeah, that was a first, but it was all good.
Interesting. It was all good. Well, how was that transition from homeschool into a public school setting?
I mean, it was amazing to like see kids of my own age around me, because like, hey, I'm not just around my mom and dad. So it was pretty good. I can't say that I encountered any hurdles or anything.
Well, thank you for that. That's quite insightful. All right, so I think our viewers would like to know regarding academics, right? Do you feel that you were prepared for public school through your homeschool education?
Well, I would say that I was more than prepared, because in first grade, I was kind of ahead of the class. I always knew what the teacher was teaching, so I would say that I had a pretty good head start in academics.
So you say that you were ahead. How can you gauge that? How do you know that you were ahead?
Well, Bessie, no one ever knows, but I would just say that because, well, when I was in first grade, I actually had third grade homework, just just like a little extra challenge. And I was always like just answering the questions when the teacher asked them. So I would say I was like a star student in my class.
Okay, are there any other tangibles that let us know that you can let the viewers know that you were academically ahead? Because you said no one never really knows, right?
Hmm.
You had third grade homework, but I mean, did you do well on it? Anyone can get third grade homework.
Yes,
I mean, really.
I did do well, and whenever my school did a pop quiz or a test, I
Mhm.
mean, I always got an 100, A plus.
Really? Is that so? Okay, so you had third grade homework, all right? All right, third grade homework. And you say you were in first grade at this time.
Yes, I was in first grade.
Okay, and I know that they had this thing called guided reading where you guys kind of read in small groups at a teacher's table
Yes.
and then have independent time. So, though you had third grade homework with your reading skills, were they at a first grade level?
They were at more than a first grade level, and even at the level that I was doing, it was probably more than that. But at one point in time, I did actually go to a second grade teacher's classroom and do guided reading there.
That is quite interesting. All right. Well, can you tell us? It sounds like you were prepared for public school academically. What about socially, right? The way you interacted, because there are some people that feel that homeschooled children aren't very social. They're a little awkward, socially awkward. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, to those people, I mean, they have their views and we have our views. But just to speak for me, I was very sociable, and I always like to interact with kids. I mean, it was amazing just to see that there were so many kids of my own age grouped together. So that was definitely an amazing experience. And I would say that I bonded well with most of them and those who I would call my friends or acquaintances.
All right. You are so eloquent in your speech. I love it. Kudos to your mom and dad. All right. So I kind of want to circle back around to the academics. You say that you were well prepared for public school. You say that you were ahead, right? You had third grade homework. Now, I want to just pause here. How did you gain access to that homework? I mean, did your teacher just see that you were gifted and give it to you? Did you advocate for yourself and ask for that? How did that come about?
Well, Bessie. The thing is, my teacher did notice a lot of things, and one thing she noticed was that I was always ahead. But also my mom stepped in and advocated for me so that she could know that I got the best education wherever I went.
That's awesome. Well, all right, mommy. All right. So, going back to the academics now. So, what types of things did you do in homeschool, right? Like reading, math. Did you do anything outside of those academics?
Well, we did a myriad of things.
Mm.
One of my favorite things I would say are the science projects. We would do at-home science projects just to make learning a bit more fun. And then yes, we would do reading and math and also language arts and definitely history. So we would cover all of the subjects that were mainly did in a normal school and maybe even more.
All right. Well, that sounds fantastic. Can you tell us um, some of the things you did specifically in homeschool and how those things help to push you ahead academically, as you say in your own words?
Well, some of the things that I did were multiplication and division. I started doing that like 6 or 7 per se. And I really enjoyed math. I've always enjoyed it. So those are some really specific things that me and my mom really zoned in on. Also, reading comprehension.
Tell me more about that comprehension.
So for example, let's say that we had a story. She would have me read it, and then she would just ask me questions to see if I got full understanding of the story.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Amaya. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to say to the people regarding homeschool? Oh, I'm sorry. Before we go there, so how many days a week did you do your learning when you were in homeschool? Was it, a full 8 or 9 hour day like they have in public school, or how did that go? Did you do it just Monday through Friday?
Well, it was actually a full week. I did it all the days, but it wasn't really a schedule because the great thing was that if I wanted to wake up at this time, I could. There was no set schedule, but maybe I would work for about 3 or 4 hours, or maybe a bit more, just so that I could get a bit more knowledge in here.
Okay. And so, did you ever have get a chance to take control of your learning, like maybe guide it in a direction that piqued your interest?
Sometimes I did, because my mom was very noticeable on what I liked, and once she noticed that, she would usually give me an opportunity to unpick things that I like or have an interest in.
All right. Well, Miss Amaya, is there anything else that you would like to tell our adventurers out here, whether they be children or adults, about homeschool, about learning? Maybe you said you did it every day, so that's Monday through Friday, or did that include weekends as well?
Well, that includes weekends, but sometimes like I would have a little break like here and there, but mostly all days.
Okay. Well, is there anything you'd like to tell them about that?
Yes. So I would say if you're thinking about homeschool, I would give it a thumbs up. One, I mean, definitely the family interaction and the amount of time that you get to spend with your family. You're not away from them half of the day. And also I would say that you get to guide your own learning, and you and your family get to pick what you want to learn about. So just to anyone out there, teenagers, children, and parents, if you're thinking about taking a different learning path for your child, or for yourself if you are children, then yeah, I'd say that you should give homeschool a try.
Well, Maya, this interview has been quite enlightening. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your eloquent speech. And yeah, this has been amazing. Thanks, Maya. Bessie out. I'm sorry, did you have something else to add?
Nope, but I just want to say bye, adventurers.